afternoon. It is a beautiful, sunny, and cool day today. So I'm just chilling right by the Catio. I got Calcifer doing his little mews. He's so adorable. And so now that the weather's cooler, I've been needing to clean my outdoor space for a while. So I'm gonna try to figure out where everything's gonna go. I know next year I'm getting a bunch of fruit trees in from the mail that I pre-ordered for 2024. And I really need to make a room for them and figure out where things are gonna go or how they're gonna stretch and move some things around because I will be needing some extra room. So let's go ahead and get started on that. There's Freya. Hi. Hi. Hello, beautiful baby. And Calcifer. They're both enjoying the Catio right now. Oh, he's hearing something. Alright, so this is what the backyard is looking like right now. I have this little corner that's just a mess that keeps all of my supplies. And we did have this outdoor table with folding chairs. So there's a folding chair like right there that goes with the set. And then here are my plants. I just potted up a new mango tree and a blueberry as well, so check out that video if you haven't. But yeah, I left the soil out. This is just a mess, and as you can see, I'm running out of room and I kind of got to figure things out. Initially I had, 2 rows on each side, but it's just crammed full of plants. And then I also have this shelf which has a bunch of pots. When I did try to grow vegetables in the summer, I used this shade cloth because it was just so hot to help the plants live. And I also have some rehab plants in here, such as the Monstera Peru. So basically things come out here and they can either live or they can die, and I will move on. And then at the bottom is just all of my supplies. So I'm thinking I might get rid of this shelf and move it so my plants can go even further back against the wall. Here's a piece of mango tree that I had pruned off recently so that it can create some scaffolding branches. Here's the plant right now. Anyway, and then here's a closer look of just this mess that I really gotta take care of. Kind of how everything's situated right now, so let's figure things out. Alright, so let's go ahead and catch up about what's been going on with me recently. So Halloween just passed, and it's something that I had been looking forward to for months. So my partner and I have lived either in the countryside or in apartments where we don't get any trick-or-treaters in the past. So this was the first time we truly had the opportunity to give out candy, and I was just, beside myself, totally excited for it. We set a budget for some Halloween decor, and we went shopping and got a few items. Didn't go too crazy, because we had a budget to follow. And then also, then you gotta pay for the candy on top of the decor, and it really does add up. But I think we did a good job. We kind of ran out of candy about the same time that our neighbors did, so it ended up being perfect. And seeing all the kids in their costumes and all the families going by, it was just so heartwarming. And my husband and I sat in our little lawn chairs in the front of our house. We had music going on a Bluetooth speaker that we were just jamming out to, and he made me hot cocoa because we actually had a cold front come in, it went down to 40 degrees, which is really cold for down here. We have had a really hot year. The cold weather has just not been coming in at all. As of this moment, when I'm recording this video, it's hot again. Like, when is the fall gonna come? Anyway, so moving on. So yeah, I had a blanket, he made me hot cocoa, it was just so cozy, and then we had the jams. As of that day, like what I remember the most, I mean, is just seeing the different costumes, but specifically, there was this one guy who was dressed up as Michael Myers and had a mask and everything, and he was holding a speaker, playing spooky music, just walking house to house. And so he got to our house and he's slowly walking up our driveway, just like looking at us. It was so spooky and I just loved it. Like, I loved the vibes. I love how festive it was. And it could have been a lot livelier in our neighborhood, but I think, the world's still recovering from certain events we will not talk about. But, despite that, it was a decent turnout, and, hopefully that was like beginner's mode for us, since, it wasn't as busy as I thought it was going to be, especially because we'll probably need a lot more candy if it's going to be busier in the future. So yeah, that was quite the day. Like, I was just beaming for several days after that. I felt just like my heart was warm, and I was just happy to be able to do that for the first time since I can remember. Like, the last time I remember doing Halloween like that, I was a kid, So to be able to participate again, that was really awesome. So also lately, I did have a day with my mom. So we're trying to make Mondays a thing because I'm off on Mondays, and well, my mom is retired. So we're trying to meet up on Mondays. So she's been coming to visit, and we'll get food and go to places. And my mom's favorite place is the beach. I kind of grew up on the beach. We lived in Guam, one of the places that we lived when I was growing up, and we would go to the beach every day. And so just being by the water is something that's really special. It holds a special place in our hearts, I think. And my mom and I were sitting at Cole Park Pier just enjoying the ocean, and she was like, man, I could just sit here all day. And I'm just like, same, Mom. It's so calming to just sit there and look at the water all peaceful and then we got some walking in as well, and after that we went shopping. So she really likes going to Bath and Body, so we went there. We got to smell the holiday scents since they're already bringing in Christmas stuff. And she needed more hand sanitizers, so the little pocket hand sanitizers come in handy. It's so great to just keep on you in your car and your bag, so we picked up a bunch of those. And then she was craving elote, but we didn't make it in time because basically we had a long day. So by the time we made it to my house, she was just ready to go home. So next time I will have to make my mom elote. Since I got all the ingredients. I had been having a craving for it as well, so I went to the store, and so I was prepared because I had already had this craving before she even mentioned it, and bought all the ingredients, so I knew I could make it for her, and I had it all handy. So next time, Mom, I will make you elote. So let's see, my husband and I were back to October, right? We're trying to get into the mood, and we saw that Disney Plus came out with the new Goosebumps show. And so, if you're a millennial, you know what Goosebumps is. That was our childhood. So if you remember the original show, and it's iconic intro, it's this little tune. And I feel like the intro of the new show definitely missed the opportunity of doing a spooky remix of the original theme song thing. So I think that was missed, but otherwise it had been coming out weekly, so we were following along with Goosebumps. And then Upload, this show on Amazon Prime, also has a new season. So the first 2 seasons were really good. And we started season 3, and it's kind of lacking. I don't know if it's related to the writer's strikes or not. I'm really hoping it'll get better, but I do think it's lacking. It's okay. but I do recommend the first 2 seasons. It's such a cool show. So if you don't know this show, basically this guy dies prematurely, so there's kind of like a murder mystery aspect to it initially. And in this future, you can upload your consciousness to a digital afterlife, and so he gets uploaded, and so it's everything ensuing after that. We've also been keeping up with Gen V, and so it's a spinoff of The Boys, which I really liked. I've talked about The Boys before, and it's basically like superheroes, what happens if, you know, they're just like you and me, and they're flawed, and they're human, and they make mistakes, and maybe they're not good people. So we've been watching that, and I've been loving the heck out of that show. And then speaking of like flawed superheroes, there's a new season of Invincible up. There's only 1 episode out as of recording this video, and I'm so excited for this new season. We really did enjoy that show. And then of course Good Omens has a new season as well. So yeah, lots of good watches going on for November. Hell yeah. So speaking of November, we are planning Thanksgiving on our house as well. So like, again, like new house, right? I know. I wanna host Thanksgiving, and I mean, if they'll allow me, I wanna host Christmas too. Like, this is our first year in our first house. So I'm kind of like, just let me do it. Like, let us take those on. And so I definitely don't want to cook though. So we're going to be catering our Thanksgiving, and I think it's going to be really cool because then there is no stress and you just enjoy company and have fun. Speaking of food, my husband and I have been doing fruit tasting sessions. So far in the past, we did starfruit, guava, rambutan, blueberries, plum cots, blood orange, and persimmon. The rambutan was really good, but then I discovered I'm like 1 zone too short for it. They grow in zone 10 and up, and I'm in zone 9. I'm not sure if it's something I can do like with my mangoes. Like when it gets too cold, my mango trees come inside. So I'm gonna look into that because I would love to grow rambutan. Like, and it's so fun because it's a spiky little fruit. And then I recently went to the grocery store, and they had persimmons that were actually like labeled. So they had fuyu and hachia. And this time we made sure they were extremely ripe, because if you get persimmons that are astringent and you don't eat it when it's fully ripe, you'll get cottonmouth, and it's just this really awful feeling. So we ate it when it was basically jello, and it was, you know, good because we didn't get cottonmouth. But the consistency really grossed me out, and I just couldn't. I'm like, unless I'm gonna like make this into jam or can it, I don't think I'm gonna grow persimmons after all. We also tried different pears because pear grows really well. We had a red pear that was my favorite. I definitely think I want to grow red pear. I had a Asian pear. It's kind of unimpressive, kind of bland. And then we had a Bartlett pear, because I see that growing like everywhere, like, and sold at the stores. It's so common. But I don't know. I am not big into pears, but the red pear though, that was good. I am thinking about doing some more fruit trees, such as avocados as well. I think I want to get like early and a mid-season avocado, because right now I have the Haas and the Super Haas. So we'll see. I will say that I have a new fruit tree coming in the mail, so stay tuned. Anyway, so looks like this cleanup's almost done. So what I will say I'm looking forward to is having outdoor decor for Christmas. Again, new house, right? So we got our first Halloween decor to put outside, and we don't have any Christmas decor to go outside. So yeah, gonna make a budget for that, and you know, hopefully go shopping for that next. So definitely looking forward to that. Anyway, so looks like the cleanup is all done. So thanks for joining me and letting me chit chat with you. Let me know what you're looking forward to or what's going on with you, and have a good rest of your day. And as for you, don't forget, go plant a tree and take care.